flight VT260 Air Tahiti from Moorea Temae Airport to Motu Airport in Bora Bora on Sunday the 12th of May 2019 on an ATR 72, take off at 11 AM, flight time of 50 minutes. There's not much to Moorea Airport. You come in the front doors and head clockwise around to the check-in. Check-in was with actual human beings. After checking in, we went and waited in the departure lounge. VT260 has multiple sectors. On Sundays it arrives at 10:45 from Papeete and leaves at 11 o'clock for Bora Bora. We had an hour to wait, so people checked out the gift store, perfected their karate, checked out the runways, stuff like that. We got to fill in a bit of time watching a group that had been up parachuting coming into land. That was quite exciting. Here comes one, and boom! Ooh, landed on their bum, but pretty good. Then there were two others who were in tandems. Here comes the first lot, and ooh, uh-oh, let's have a look at that. Ooh, that looks a bit ouchy. And the third one down, boom, not too bad. Ooh, that one doesn't look happy. Here comes the ute with flashing lights, not looking good. Meanwhile, everybody's checked in and the ground crew are prepping up for the incoming plane, taking out an empty trolley for the bags off the plane and all of our bags to head to Bora Bora. Last but not least, all of the cones to let all the passengers know where to walk. And here's the plane. Woohoo! Ooh, coming in hot on runway 12. I'm not quite sure what I was expecting, but in my secret heart I was kind of hoping it would be totally shambolic. But you know, the operation was super slick. Everybody knew where they were meant to be and they turned that plane around in no time flat. Here's the first passengers off and into the terminal. Oh, here's an ambulance for that injured parachutist. Pretty stink ending to your holiday in paradise. My wife had kept my place in line, which was lucky because we started boarding pretty much straight away. There was a premium line that no one used. And we all lined up 2 by 2 to board the plane. We were checked off the list and scanned onto the plane. It's unallocated seating, so I'm pleased we were near the front of the line. That way I could choose the best seat for getting footage. Awesome! One thing I hadn't considered though was that there were already people on the plane from the first sector, and they'd chosen to sit near the door, so we went right up the front to get in front of the engines. To be honest, I prefer that because it's a little bit quieter. The steward suggested we sit on the left-hand side to get the best footage. Moorea Airport has one runway, so we taxied from gate 1 at the terminal building over to runway 12 and we took off to the southeast. I'm quite taken by the fact that there's a coconut palm zone and a coconut palm free zone. VT260 has 2 segments and we're flying on the second of those from Moorea to Bora Bora and is scheduled to take 49 minutes. Our flight left the gate 4 minutes early and arrived exactly on time. So after takeoff, we did an immediate left-hand turn. I mean, immediate. You can't even see it under the MOZ there. And then we got a really lovely view of Moorea.
Keeping it fastened if you do not have to move around, even if the sign is off. Please open the luggage compartment.
Okay, into the snack. What are we gonna have? We're in the Pacific Islands. Well, I live on a Pacific Island, but we're in a warmer Pacific Island. So let's see what happens here. They came around with water or pineapple juice. I went with pineapple juice and it was pretty good. But there was nothing to eat. And I thought it was a bit of a shame because Air Tahiti could have used it as an opportunity to show off a local manufacturer of some sort of snacks. Oh well. It did come in this lovely little cup with a picture of a plane on it. So I'm going to give the pineapple juice, which really was very good, an 8 out of 10. Oh, well done, Air Tahiti. And because there's no security at the airport, you can bring your own snacks if you want to, so I can just ignore the fact there's no snack. Okay, onto the plane. F-ORVI took its first flight in September 2012, but Air Tahiti have only had it for 2 months when we take this flight. Azul had it from brand spanking new, and then when they were done with it, ATR took it back and painted it up for Fastjet, but Fastjet didn't take it up. And then finally, here it is with Air Tahiti. I was quite taken with this delivery route. What an epic journey for a little plane. Air Tahiti have this ATR 72 configured with 68 economy class seats, and we were in seats 3A and B. First thing I noticed on boarding the plane were these twin seats. I'd never seen them before. At first I thought they were a budget thing, because they're not contoured to your body, and at the bottom they just sort of protrude out a little bit. But then on the internet I did a bit of research, and I don't think they are cheap. I just think they're light, which is awesome. According to ATR, they save about 200 kilos of weight on the plane. The overhead bins on an ATR 72 aren't quite as deep as on larger planes. If you've got full-size cabin baggage, they have to go in sideways, and if the plane's full, only about 2/3 of passengers can get one in. Thankfully with these seats there's plenty of room underneath if you get caught out. The overhead panel has air vents, reading lights and a call button. The seat back tray is quite lightweight and there's no entertainment system. But why do you need an entertainment system when you've got this out the window? Look at that, that's amazing. So a relatively new plane with a very new fit out. Nice and tidy and clean on the inside, more than adequate for the job it's doing and quite a pleasure to travel in. I'm giving this plane a 7 out of 10. Nice one, Air Tahiti. So we tracked to the northwest from Moorea. The islands you can see in the background are the ones on the left-hand side of the plane as we tracked past. We flew past Bora Bora, did a 180-degree turn and approached to the southeast. Bora Bora Airport is on one of the islands that makes up the reef. We landed on runway 11 and then taxied back to the terminal. The views on our approach and landing were spectacular.
The tray tables are folded away and
Mesdames, Messieurs, soyez les bienvenus de nos îles. Bienvenue à Bora Bora. Gardez votre ceinture bouclée, restez assis, gage avec précaution et rien n'oublie à bord de l'appareil. Le commandant de bord, Monsieur Claveau Eric et son équipage vous souhaitent un excellent séjour dans nos îles. Merci, au revoir, à bientôt sur nos lignes Air Tahiti. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Bora Bora.
Mesdames, Messieurs, l'aéroport étant situé sur un îlot,
Mesdames et messieurs, merci de rester assis jusqu'à l'extinction des consignes lumineuses. Please remain seated until the bell is meter off. Maruru.
And we're off! Bora Bora is an incredibly relaxing place, but Air Tahiti is slick as. Our bags are off immediately. As we saunter over to the terminal, they're doing absolutely everything they can to have the quickest turnaround possible. Oh, tourism started already, look at that, snap snap. Meanwhile, the ground crew's all prepped and ready to take the bags out on their little tractor. We wander into the arrivals lounge and immediately we can see the line of people waiting to go home from their holiday. So sad. The deceptively simple baggage claim is incredibly efficient, as perfectly demonstrated by this random stranger. Our bags are off super quick, and I've got to say I love the Bora Bora airport code, and we tag them for the next part of our journey. We walk out of the terminal and straight into paradise. There's no car park, there's just a boat park. It's totally amazing. Most people catch the ferry over to the mainland, but we're going to go on a launch to our resort and we're the only ones on it. Nice. So let's sum up on the way to our overwater bungalow. Woohoo! The flight time was 50 minutes, but you only get about 30 in the air. The snack was water or pineapple juice, and I went for the local pineapple juice. I mean, that was awesome. Gave it an 8. The plane is only a few years old and very new to Air Tahiti. It's in good condition, and they've gone for lightweight seats to help save the planet, so I gave it a 7. So that averages out to 7.5, which rounds up to 8. I've been on some pretty shonky island hopper services in my time, and this was well above that. This was amazing. Awesome work, Air Tahiti. You're well above average. Please subscribe and watch every single video we ever make.